What if the very thing we value most, our appearance, isn't just a reflection of who we are, but a mask that hides something deeper, something we often overlook yet define so much of our self-worth by? In a world where beauty is often idolized, does physical perfection help us or hinder us? Now, think about it. We're bombarded every day with images of flawless skin, chiseled features, and unattainable perfection. But what if those images aren't as liberating as they seem? What if they're just a trap? Are we chasing beauty, or are we running from something else? Is beauty a gift that elevates us, or a curse that keeps us chained to unrealistic standards? Today, we're diving into the wild, complex, and often confusing world of physical beauty through the lens of some of the most thought-provoking films ever made. These movies don't just entertain, they make us question everything we thought we knew about beauty, self-worth, and the mask we wear for society. Let's kick off this countdown of movies that will make you rethink what true beauty really is, and just how dangerous that pursuit might be. At the number 3 spot, we have Uglies from 2024. At number 3, we've got Uglies. Now, this film isn't just a story about the pressure to look beautiful, it's a deep dive into the psychological consequences of forcing an entire society to conform to a singular, manufactured ideal of perfection. Set in a future where everyone undergoes a mandatory procedure at 16 to become perfectly beautiful, Uglies presents a chilling version of a world where beauty is dictated and controlled by the state. The protagonist, Tally Youngblood, challenges this system when she decides to resist the surgery that promises to turn her into a flawless version of herself. What makes Uglies so compelling is how it explores the emotional and societal consequences of living in a world where conformity is the only way to gain value. The narrative challenges the idea that beauty is something to be obtained. It asks us, at what cost? One of the key takeaways from Uglies is how beauty is reduced to a commodity, traded and manipulated by the powers that be. The surgery that everyone undergoes isn't just about appearance. It's about conditioning individuals to fit into a controlled mold where they are defined by their external beauty. The film's standout message is that beauty is not a singular experience. It's an ever-evolving and deeply personal concept that cannot be controlled by anyone but ourselves. By refusing to conform, Tally begins to discover the true value of her individuality, showing us that beauty isn't something we should be pressured into. It's something that should come from within. So, why does Uglies belong on this list? Because it serves as a warning. When we allow society to dictate beauty standards, we lose the freedom to express who we truly are. It reminds us that the most beautiful thing we can do is embrace our authenticity, even when the world tells us to look or act a certain way. At number 2 on the list, Beauty Inside from 2015. Next up, Beauty Inside. Beauty Inside takes a fascinating and incredibly thought-provoking approach to exploring beauty. Imagine waking up every single day in a different body, different face, gender, age, yet your soul, your identity, remains the same. Sounds like a nightmare, right? In Beauty Inside, this is the reality for the main character, whose curse forces him to live in a new body every day. But what this film does so brilliantly is it explores the question, what happens to our sense of self when we no longer recognize the person in the mirror? The protagonist's journey isn't just about physical transformation, it's about emotional identity and the internal battle between how we see ourselves and how others see us. The unique hook of the movie is that, despite his shifting appearance, the protagonist's soul remains constant. It challenges the idea that beauty is about what we see and forces us to look deeper into what makes us who we are. What truly sets Beauty Inside apart is its exploration of the fluidity of beauty. Rather than offering a rigid, superficial idea of what's beautiful, this film pushes the boundaries of how beauty can be perceived in an ever-changing world. It shows that love, self-worth, and human connection go beyond the physical. They're rooted in the essence of who we are as individuals, not just in what others see on the outside. The film also delivers a powerful message about self-acceptance. The protagonist learns to find beauty within himself, despite constantly changing outwardly. This film also shows us that our identity, our value, is not based on appearance or how others perceive us. The real beauty is the love and kindness we give and receive, the relationships we build, and the way we embrace who we truly are beneath the surface. No doubt as to why this movie is just right to be on this list, because it reveals the transformative power of embracing who we are inside, and how understanding our own worth can help us find beauty, even when the world around us constantly changes. It's a call to look beyond the physical and see the beauty in its truest, most authentic form. At number 1 on the list is The Substance from 2025. And at the top of our list, we have The Substance. Now, this is a film that redefines the very concept of beauty and takes the conversation to an entirely new level. In The Substance, beauty is no longer just about cosmetics or surgery. It's a literal substance that can transform your appearance and, in the process, alter who you are as a person. Sounds mind-blowing, right? But stay with me. The film follows a group of individuals who are introduced to a mysterious substance that allows them to modify their looks. But as they use it, they start to lose more than just their physical identity. The substance begins to erode their essence, their personality, and their very core. What makes this film so fascinating is how it questions the price of perfection. When we chase beauty to an an extreme, when we let it control us, what do we lose in the process? What makes the substance so powerful is its exploration of the danger in relying too heavily on external validation. The characters in the film start out seeking beauty as a means of self-improvement or fitting into society's expectations, but soon realize that their pursuit of physical perfection is slowly consuming them, turning them into versions of themselves they no longer recognize. It's a striking reflection of how we often lose sight of who we really are when we place too much value on outward appearance. The ultimate message here is that beauty, while powerful, can be a double-edged sword. The more we chase after it, the more we risk losing our authenticity, our integrity, and the things that truly make us human. This film warns us of the dangers of becoming obsessed with perfection and reminds us that beauty, in its truest form, should never come at the cost of our individuality or our spirit. Why is the substance the top pick? Because it delivers an uncompromising truth. Beauty is not something we can chase or control indefinitely. The more we seek to perfect ourselves based on external standards, the more we lose touch with what really makes us beautiful, our essence, our authenticity, and the courage to be unapologetically ourselves. You see, beauty isn't something we find, it's something we define for ourselves. In a world constantly telling us how to look, how to act, and who to be, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. The truth is, real beauty doesn't need to be manufactured or forced. It's about embracing the things that make you, you, unapologetically and without fear. So, what will you do? Will you continue to chase after a fleeting idea of beauty that was never meant for you? Or will you stop and ask yourself, what does true beauty really mean? Because here's the thing, you've already got it. The beauty you've been looking for, it's been inside you all along. But until you stop listening to the world's definition of beauty and start defining it for yourself, you'll never truly feel it. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Let's start a conversation. Leave your comments below, and let's redefine beauty on our own terms. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you're ready to break free from society's beauty standards. Until next time, keep being unapologetically you.